Hello everyone and welcome back to Hannah's Happy Home. In today's video we are going to be transforming this side of the boys' bedroom and creating an accent wall and also a space for toy storage. As you can see, I have two wallpaper samples on this wall. We were trying to choose between these two and we did end up choosing the one with the mountain scene and the pine trees. It's got those green colors in it, which will really tie in with the other green accents I already have in this bedroom. I did really like the one on the right, but once it was up on the wall, I thought it might be a little bit busy in here to have this on the entire wall. And I thought this would be the one that the boys would pick, but they actually picked the mountain scene right away when they saw these samples, and it just turned out really awesome. Stay tuned until the end of the video to see the finished accent wall and toy storage area. It just completely transformed their bedroom. So we're going to start off by clearing everything away from this wall, clean it, dust it from top to bottom. You want to have a completely clean wall before applying wallpaper. Once this area was clean and ready, I unpackaged our wallpaper from Wallblush. This is peel and stick wallpaper, and I think I got about 13 panels. I got a little bit extra just because it's better to have extra than not quite enough. This came with an instruction paper and also an applicator tool, and they do also have an instruction video and also just like a detailed description of how to apply this on their website as well. So we rolled out the wallpaper, cut off the first strip, and this first strip went over here in the left corner. When you're applying peel and stick wallpaper, you want to start on the left side of the wall and work your way to the right. And this first panel was definitely the hardest to apply just because we were putting it in a corner. We had to overlap it in the corner a little bit, and then once it was stuck to the wall, cut down the corner with your razor blade. That's what we were supposed to do, but we were having some difficulties and we ended up just deciding to cut the wallpaper beforehand. We put it up there, measured, made sure everything was straight, and then just cut it and then applied it up against the corner, and it worked out great. It's not what you're supposed to do, but we were just having trouble, so that's what we ended up doing, and it did work out for us, but it may not always work out every time. You may have to overlap it and put it over in the corner. But once we got that first piece on, then it did get easier as we went. Once we got the hang of it and we weren't having to go in the corner anymore. So to apply this, we would cut the panel. At first we did have a couple panels cut and prepped, but then we were just cutting each one as we went. So we cut the panel and then we would peel down the back of the peel and stick wallpaper. They do say to just peel it down 12 inches before you apply, but we found it was much easier to peel it down almost all the way and then apply it to the wall. That's just what worked for us. I'm not sure what was going on with my camera when we were applying this. It's kind of like fuzzing the wallpaper a little bit. I think I might have accidentally changed a setting or something, so sorry about that here while we're doing the wallpaper application. But this did take us 2 different days. We could have gotten this done in one day, but we had to stop after a few hours the first day and then just continue on the next day. And you can slightly see the edge of each panel throughout the wall. I feel like the camera picks it up more than you actually see it in real life, and then once we have stuff up against this wall, you don't really notice the edge of each panel, and you only slightly see that edge down where this wallpaper is really dark, like almost black at the bottom. So something to think about when you order peel and stick wallpaper. Just don't go with a super dark color like this. Most of the wallpapers on Wall Blush's website are like a lighter, more medium color, so you shouldn't see that edge at all. They have so many different wallpapers to pick from, so many beautiful different patterns, a lot of great options for kids' rooms and playrooms, and they do also have luxe traditional wallpaper now, not just peel and stick. And this wallpaper is washable, and I love that it sticks to textured walls. Probably won't stick if you have a really heavy texture, but we have just like a light flat texture and it's stuck to these walls great. We've had no issues. If you're looking for some cute wallpaper, I'll have it linked down below. I will also just try to link everything down below that I can from this video. And then we headed on a short little trip up to Flagstaff so the boys could do some snowboarding, and we got a little Airbnb house that looked out to some woods that were in the backyard. We got to do a little sledding in those woods, and it was just a really fun couple of days to get to experience the snow and the cold for a little bit. It's so beautiful up there in Flagstaff with the mountains and the pine trees. Kyle and Owen both got to do a little bit of snowboarding. It was Owen's first time snowboarding and he did awesome. Also, some of our family and friends were up there at the same time, and so we got to hang out with them while we were up there. So just all in all was a really fun couple of day trip. On that road trip up to Flagstaff, we did stop in Phoenix at Ikea and grab a couple of things for the project in the boys' bedroom. So I did film a little shop with me in Ikea, which you'll see that here in a minute. But on that 5-hour road trip, I was playing the game Merge Gardens, and they are sponsoring this portion of today's video, so thank you to them. Merge Gardens is a game I've been playing off and on for over a year now. When I want to play a game on my phone, it's always my top go-to game just because of how relaxing it is. It's just a very casual game where you build your own garden by filling it up with trees, plants, butterflies, birds, ponds, and more. There's relaxing music going while you're playing with the sounds of the birds and the water. It's been so fun to grow and expand my garden, keep it all organized, and you grow your garden by merging 3 of the same things together. So for instance, you can merge 3 eggs together to get a new bird, or 3 flowers to get a new flower. Basically everything in 3s can be merged. The game also does have a mystery side to it if you're interested in that. All in all, I've really enjoyed this game the last year, and if this sounds like a game you would enjoy, you can click my link in the description box to download the game, or you can just scan the QR code that's right here on the screen. And by the way, this game is totally free to download and play. So now we're going to head into Ikea. Like I said, we stopped here on our road trip up to Flagstaff because Ikea is 3 hours away from our house. And so we don't get there but about once or twice a year, and I really wanted to get some of these storage units for toys that were going to be perfect for the accent wall in the boys' bedroom. So we ran in there on our way up to Flagstaff, and I did film a short little shop with me, so I hope that you enjoy it. And then we're going to head down to their warehouse, grab those organizers for the boys' bedroom, and then we'll go back to the footage at home and get those put together and finish up this accent wall and toy storage area. Stay tuned because it's turned out really super cute. So these are the TrowFast storage units from Ikea. They're made specifically for toy storage. They're just the perfect size and height for little kids, and the little bins that pull out are just perfect for keeping all of the toys organized. I ended up getting 2 of these. I thought about doing 3 along this wall, but I thought that might be a little bit too much. So I just did 2, and they do have a few different colors. And then also this seems to be the most popular color, is just the raw wood. And at first I thought that I was going to stain this, but they do have a sealer on this wood. And so in order to stain it, I would have to sand the entire piece, which would be quite a huge undertaking, and I'm just not 100% sure if I'm going to stain it yet, or maybe I should paint it. I'm just not sure yet what to do, and so we just decided to leave it as is, get it all set up along this wall in the room, and then just see what we think, get your opinion on what you think. Let me know down in the comments, should I leave it the color that it is? Should I sand it down and stain it, or should I paint it? I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. Once we got it all set up, this color of wood didn't look too bad in here. I was hoping to stain it kind of the same color as the dresser and the boys' desk, but this color does blend in pretty well, but we'll see what we end up doing. This was so cute. Levi was standing here for a little while watching Jalen put this together with his drill, and then he went over to the toy box, found his little plastic screwdriver, and came over here and started beating on the top of this with his little plastic screwdriver, trying to help. It was just so adorable. This woven plug-in pendant light I found on Amazon, and I got this to hang over their chair in the corner. It's like their little reading corner over there, and I did previously have that black metal stand-up lamp in the corner temporarily, but I thought it would be a little bit cozier to have like a hanging woven pendant light in the corner. I thought this one would be a good size for the space, but it ended up being just a little bit small, but we still decided to just hang it up. It still looks really cute here, but it would have been nice if it would have been at least a couple inches wider. But this just gives a nice cozy glow in the corner, shining down on the wallpaper and everything. The switch for this is just right behind the chair, so they can just reach back there and switch on the light. It's actually a dimmable light, so you can turn it down or have it a little bit brighter. So here are those bins from Ikea. They do have a few different sizes and colors of these. I went with like the clear kind of white colored bins, and I decided to do 3 of the large bins on the bottom and then 3 of the small ones on the top. You could switch this up and do 6 of the smaller ones instead of doing 3 small and 3 big. Just depends on what type of toys that you're storing in here. So if you've been watching my channel for a while, then you saw us switch the boys' bedroom from the small bedroom over on the other side of the house to this larger room, and this room also doubles as their playroom. All 3 boys play in here, but the 2 older boys 90% of the time they are just playing Legos over at their large Lego table on the other side of the room. And then Levi is over here playing with these toys. But the boys do set up train tracks and play with the cars and tractors. It's just nice to have a playroom set up here against this wall. And I have posted about maybe 3 different videos so far about this bedroom as we've been setting it up. It's been a work in progress, just slowly have been working at it. We set up their bunk beds in here and their dresser, and then set up that larger Lego table with the chairs, and then I added those checkered curtains and also this large cozy rug, and we made that DIY basketball hoop. So I will just link all of the videos about this bedroom that we filmed so far down below in the description box. Got out my Cricut Joy to make some labels for those toy bins just to help keep everything a little bit organized. When the boys are cleaning up their room, they can see which bins which toys go in. I will link each of my Cricut products that I use down below. You guys see me use this little Cricut Joy basically every time that I organize my house. I love to add labels to things, and this little Cricut Joy is so much fun to use. It's nice and small, easy to store, and I've definitely got my use out of it over the last year, labeling everything in the house. It's just so much fun to add labels to things. It does take a little bit of time, but it helps to keep things organized, and I just love the look that it gives a finished, organized space. Levi was so excited when he saw this toy area set up for the first time, and the boys have been loving it. They love this mountain mural on the wall. It makes them feel like they're in the woods, and this wallpaper just really transformed this used to be blank, empty wall. So here is the before of this space, and now here is the after. Quite the little transformation, and it just made this space so much cozier and more fun for the boys. not sure yet if I will be adding anything else to this accent wall, like floating bookshelves or some type of storage that we could put books on, or I may just leave it as is. But I hope that you enjoyed this little bedroom makeover, playroom makeover, as we transformed this wall here in the boys' bedroom and added some organization for their toys and everything. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and thank you all so much for watching. I will see you next week on Tuesday with a new video. Bye!